Where do you guys come down on Aaron Rodgers? Because I think this is fascinating. Aaron Rodgers is advocating for the legalization, which means it's currently illegal, the legalization of psychedelic, I'm not going to say drugs, but psychedelic elements like ayahuasca. For those of you who don't know, ayahuasca is a tea, you drink it. And it comes from a leaf. It's extracted from a leaf. He says he regularly uses ayahuasca. So let me get this right. You know it's illegal, and you're admitting that you use it. So much so he went to a symposium and sat on stage and advocated for the legalization of ayahuasca.
Hey, guys.
Does the NFL have a duty to act when one of its star quarterbacks is saying that he uses illegal drugs? Illegal hallucinogens.
Yeah, this is one of those gray area things. For me, I don't think the NFL is ever going to act on a guy talking about something. They would need proof. They'd need it on tape. They'd need, like, him doing it in the locker room or something ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, the NFL to get involved in this in any way is gonna. He's basically gonna have to force their hand, and simply talking about it, I don't think is gonna do that.
He said that many NFL players have called him to ask about the hows and whys and experiences around using ayahuasca and other psychedelics. I think this is a huge problem. I think it's a huge problem. If it were legal, I wouldn't care. And again, this is why I always tell you, freedom's not free, dude. Freedom is not free. And I think that this is one of those deals where everybody's like, well, it's a free country. No, we have laws, actually. It's not a free country. We have laws. These psychotropes are illegal. Yet one of your star players is advocating, and we always do this thing like with John Moran. Well, look, man, the kids are paying attention to what you say and do. We've got to be more careful with the guns and the videos of strippers sitting on your face. That's not being a proper role model. But advocating for the use of psychedelics and hallucinogens, that's being a role model.
Doesn't make you feel responsible.
Because John didn't break any laws. John Morant didn't break any laws, but he's suspended for 25 games.
Me?
For doing something that, depending on where he is perfectly legal.
Yeah.
But then there's Aaron Rodgers, who's out talking about advocating for drug use that is illegal and illicit in this country.
Uh-oh.
No, but he's Aaron Rodgers. He's the fucking Jets, dude. He's the starting quarterback of the Jets. What do you mean suspension?
You're Aaron fucking Rodgers.
What? No, it's a little weed.
Having fun is the name of the game.
Only it's not a little weed. It's ayahuasca.
Right.
So you tell me, why is Aaron Rodgers getting a free pass? Somebody, I hope you have a better explanation than I do, because I don't know.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I'm happy to say that I think the NFL is very, very particular about how it chooses to discipline players. And I think that, absolutely, that he's Aaron Rodgers absolutely plays into it, 100%. I think that the league is never, ever going to discipline or take a quarterback of Aaron Rodgers' stature off the field. They're not going to do that unless they absolutely have no choice. And I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just saying that that's how the league operates. If I had my way, this dude would be suspended for maybe not even suspended, but I would fine him heavily.
But look, you go back. There's one dude. Look at Ricky Williams. Remember what Ricky Williams did?
Yeah.
Ricky Williams smoked a bunch of shit in a tent by the beach, and they suspended him.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is sitting up on a stage telling people, hey, dude, man, I got to tell you, I took a hit of H last night. Holy shit. I saw Vince Lombardi himself wearing a Jet uniform. That's essentially what he's doing. Because pick the psychedelic you'd like. Acid, ayahuasca, crack, heroin, boom, pow. You do you.
Right.
Hey, as long as you're a quarterback, you're fine. But if you're Ricky Williams, a running back, you were on a beach in a tent. That feels awfully low cash to us. You weren't on like a $50,000 darkness retreat, and I know, look, Ricky, I know that your weed doesn't make you shit yourself and do all kinds of weird hallucinating and stuff, but we just don't like the way that looks. And those dreadlocks, holy cow, you might want to cut those too. All right. And by the way, if you can find a Hollywood actress have you ever tried quarterback? Let's get you playing some quarterback too, okay? All right.
I'm a fucking unit.
Right? That's what this feels like to me.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback. Clean cut, good looking guy, banging Hollywood actresses, crawls into a hole for 4 or 5 days at a time, shits himself while he's high on ayahuasca, and he comes out a fucking hero. And everybody wants their 12 jerseys. JTS, Jets. Woohoo! So it's okay if he sits up on a stage and advocates for illegal illicit drugs. Okay. Well, I'm just glad we clarified this. Because, now.
Yeah, I think there are clearly a lot of politics in this one.
But
I don't think you're wrong, dude. I don't think you're wrong.
Am I making too much out of it?
I don't think you're making too much of it. There's a clear double standard, but that's the way it is.
Here it comes.
It's the way it is. You're a quarterback.
Bro, it just is what it is, bro.
Well,
it just is what it is. I mean, if you wore a single digit and threw a football like you were fucking Brock Purdy or something, we could overlook this thing.
it's very clear.
But I mean, you're a point guard in the NBA, and that hooker was sitting on your face.
Hey,
and you had a gun.
Wagon. You're in a Land Rover rolling around with a handgun in your hand, and then you want to say after the fact it's a lighter. Aaron Rodgers isn't on video doing anything. No. Aaron Rodgers isn't on video doing a damn thing.
But do you guys know the side effects of ayahuasca, dude?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, darkness retreat. That's what we're calling it.
I would take your pants off before you drink that tea, son.
But do you see what I mean? Like, Aaron Rodgers, yes, is sitting up on stage talking about ayahuasca, which is an illegal substance. Absolutely, he's doing that.
Yes.
But the league's not going to take him off the field for talking about that.
No.
Not when you just went to the Jets. Not when you're a quarterback. Not when you're the last of the Tom Brady era, essentially. They're not doing that.
No, Brass Balls says the NFL would then have to go after the majority of players and coaches. Yeah, could be. Brandon Butler, what's up? If it keeps Josh Gordon out of the league, they need to act.
What's the difference, though? What's the difference? But I think that's a fair point, Brandon, but what's the difference? How many drug tests did Buddy fail? Right? He's on paper with the league.
He is. That's true.
Aaron Rodgers is not on paper. Aaron Rodgers has not failed a drug test.
Jimmy coming through again. Aaron could smoke crack with 10-year-olds in Jersey and not miss a game.
Yeah, dude.
Ain't no reset.
Yeah.
Well, look, Aaron, I don't know if you know this, but that girl was 10 years old.
Here I am.
And you were in a school zone.
Hiscock.
And there was a bus. Do you remember that?
Hiscock.
I don't know how high you were from all accounts and what the cops said. Now, they didn't put you on paper, but they said you were fucking high as a kite. Remember that Chinese balloon that flew over the country? They said you were higher than that. Fucking A, bro. Congratulations. But anyway, the point is, she was 10. It was a school zone, and that bus drove by. They got you on camera lighting it up with her. Oh, you don't remember it? Okay, cool. We'll move on. Hey, stay healthy, okay? Get your cardio in.
That downstairs kitty cat is not yours to have, okay?
That's what
Yes.
You know.
If you're Aaron Rodgers, Bobby Kraft,
Bob, we got to talk. So I got a call from the Palm Beach Police Department. Apparently, they got you on camera. I mean, the best thing that I can say is
Hiscock.
jerk joint.
Hiscock.
And I don't mean like
not beef jerky.
Not beef jerky, like
Holden Middick.
There's that lady. The room was dark. There was a mirror. There was a camera behind it. You know, wah, wah, wah.
Boom. Out of here.
Can you believe that the only thing keeping us from ever seeing Bob Kraft get a handy is a checked box on a search warrant?
We're in a control position.
Until you didn't check the box and you got kicked out of court.
For all of you who don't believe in
Dumbass.
God, for all of you who don't believe in God, explain to me how the cops didn't check that box on that search warrant.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm telling you right now, if you see Bob Kraft being serviced in a parlor, you're never going to sleep. You are never going to sleep. No, you will look under the bed every night for Bob Kraft's washcloth. Like,
Mommy.
seriously, dude. Like, I don't need to see that. I do not need to see that. No. I don't need to. Boyd Lake wants the raccoon.
Yeah, where's
video.
where no, it's Boyd. You don't need to call Aaron Rodgers a raccoon.
Bob Kraft! Put your hands up, sir! Who, me?
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I'm fried.
Like, come on, bro.
We have exclusive video of Bob Kraft coming out of the parlor. Bob, put your hands up, sir! We have a warrant!
Suckmyass.com.
Can you imagine being Bob Kraft? Because do you guys remember this story? He's going to Kansas City because the Patriots, Tommy, and the Patriots are in the AFC Championship game against the Chefs. He's on his way to the airport. And Donald Trump and Bob Kraft are close friends. And Don was like, hey, have you been to the Jade Garden?
I'm unfamiliar with it.
Over there off of Greasy Way in Palm Beach?
I'm not too familiar with that.
That place. You got to go there.
Stay hard.
2 words, dude. Stormy Daniels. Like, the Jade Garden. Bob's like, okay, you know what? My jet's warming up on the runway. I'm about a 12-second dude. I'm going to hop in, right? So he goes in there, gets his business, and he's like...
Don't touch me there. That, sir, is my no-no square.
No, he's like, please touch me there, ma'am. That's
Don't touch me there.
Touch me there. Yes, that's my no-no square, please.
Don't touch me there.
Right?
That, sir, is my no-no square.
So let me get this right.
Bob.
So everything's good. He gets his, she got hers. He gets into his Rolls Royce. He's driving away down the street. Woo! Woo!
Me?
Woo! He's like, dude, I was not. The cop walks up and he's like,
Hey, Bob, do you know why you were
no,
pulled
no.
over
They're
today?
like, excuse me, sir. And Bob Kraft's like, hey, A, do you know who I am? And B,
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
You're
not that guy.
I was not speeding. I just came out of the parking lot. It's impossible. Yeah, sir, we're not here to talk about your speeding. Although, congratulations, that was a land speed record for jerk jobs. And we can prove it because you're on tape.
Uh-oh.
What goes through Bob Kraft's mind besides wow a bullet right now?
Fucking A.
You just got caught in a parlor.
You're like standing in the room. You're in a private room with the cops and your lawyer, and they roll the tape.
And Bob's like, I never did that. That's nothing happened. Okay, well, it's funny you bring that up, sir. Let me open this laptop, turn it around. Just go ahead and hit the space bar there, Bobby. Dude, that's got to be the worst thing in the world.
Dude.
Unless you're a billionaire and it just doesn't matter because you're never going to jail anyway.
Nope.
I don't ever need to see that video of Bob Kraft.
Nope.
Ever. Never. Boyd Lake, horse teeth and trash pandas. Okay. All right. Jeff says, good thing Bobby Boy didn't do this in Houston.
Oh, washcloth routine didn't really work out.
Deshaun, they're saying that you do something called a washcloth trick.
No.
What do you mean, no? I mean, the cops say you pull out this washcloth.
I need to go home.
And it barely covers your bar of soap. So we're going to, look, I'm your lawyer, dude. I mean, can you tell me about a washcloth, really? That's all it takes?
It's your own question.
You're Deshaun Watson. And she's like, would you like a towel? You're like, no, I brought my own. And do you guys know this? That Deshaun Watson, the masseuses who sued him, say that he would allegedly would pull the washcloth trick. Would you like a towel to cover that thing up? No, I brought one with me. It's fine.
Can you do something for me?
And like, didn't pull out a towel. He pulled out a washcloth. And I mean, is that even like a table umbrella for a guy like that?
Bro.
Like, are you kidding me? Now, for a guy like me, it's going to cover up my entire, like, it's no problem. Washcloth. I mean, this thing might as well be a Costco beach towel, right? Like, but for Deshaun Watson, like, I mean, I'm imagining, like, I'm thinking like a Mai Tai umbrella, one of those umbrella, like, dude, we can see the straw under the umbrella, sir. Delaric. Boy, how did this show got off the rails quick. Bob goes to talk to my $100,000 per hour mouthpiece.
Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
She gets $100,000 an hour for being a mouthpiece. Okay. All right. Anyway, so the point is, we were talking NFL quarterbacks, and somehow we wound up on Bob Kraft.
Till one of us passes the fuck out.
Seriously. And then there is the Sam Frogs Disco 49ers.
Oh, Purdy.
So they believe that Brock Purdy will be ready to go for opening game, week 1 in the NFL season.
Right.
After having a partially torn ulnar collateral ligament, which is the throwing ligament in your elbow. He's throwing already. He's in a throwing program.
Right.
Now, I know this is surprising. They asked John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, hey, how did he look? And Kyle Shanahan's like, terrible. No. They're like, oh, he looks amazing. We're ready to go. There's no chance he's going to be ready. Let's be honest. Brock Purdy had what amounts to reconstructive elbow surgery, right? At the minimum, they opened up his elbow capsule and fixed a ligament. That's like 6 months. So your backups are gimpy ankle Trey Lance and washout Sam Darnold.
So I said, yeah.
So very clearly, Sam Darnold's your backup plan for Brock Purdy.
Right.
But and again, the San Francisco 49ers are a Super Bowl caliber football club. There's no question about that, right? None of us.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody disputes that. Shouldn't you give Trey Lance a shot? And he was terrible before the whole your ankle doesn't bend that way thing. Before he broke his leg. And then Brock Purdy was born. But you can't have the same mistake happen again. So there's some theory out there that it's one of two things. They're done with Trey Lance, and they could say, well, he's coming off of a severe leg injury. He'll be our third quarterback, emergency quarterback. Sam will be the backup. Brock Purdy will be the number one. And if Brock's not ready to go, everybody gets bumped up one. Because don't forget, now you get the extra fourth guy who's a ghost, essentially, unless everybody else gets hurt. Or is it that, hey, they're just botching this thing, and Sam Darnold, who actually, let's be honest, he's not a terrible quarterback.
Yeah.
He was, in my opinion, in terrible situations, Jets and Panthers. It's not like he's Chaboy, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, they're both mid.
Right? They're both, but Sam Darnold's a better, more serviceable quarterback. But at what point now do you just say, fuck it, we're done with Trey Lance? Because he costs them almost no money.
Right.
Right? He got his signing bonus. That money's gone. But you're never picking up an option on him.
Hell no.
He costs you almost nothing on your cap now. There's no real money being paid to him. So the other theory is they're just hanging on to him because he doesn't cost anything. And after what happened last year, they need some warm bodies in the morgue.
I agree.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the guy has no value to you. He hasn't, again, injury, totally get it. But before that, he just wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
And the problem is I think if you have any semblance of a soul about you in a football organization, you at least have to say to yourself, okay, What's been this guy's path? Because we drafted a cat, and it was our mistake, right? We shouldn't have drafted him where we did, but we drafted him and put him in this situation, and then he got hurt. So whose fault really is it? And so I'm not saying they should believe that this guy's somehow going to turn into some MVP candidate, but what I am saying is that if Purdy blows his elbow up this year because you rushed him back, then Sam gets hurt, you're going to need a body. And by the way, you know, what, 18 games or whatever it is now, 17 games? That's a lot of football, bro.
It's a lot of football.
That's a long season, dude. So to me, to your point, I'm more along the lines of doesn't cost us much. We put him in this position. Let's just keep him going.
Man, his statistics
are trash.
Jesus.
They're terrible. What's his completion percentage? What's it say right there?
Career 54.9.
Right? Like,
but again, he's only started 4 games. Oh, I can't. Dude, it hurts me to even look. That or worse, Bob Kraft tape, Trey Lance stats. Anyway, the point is, I think they're just keeping him because he costs almost nothing.
That's right, T.
There's no cash going to him, essentially.
Yeah.
And Sam Darnold's as good as you're going to get as a backup in this league. And I think they believe in Brock Purdy, and he clearly has earned the job after what he's done.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, I agree with the logic completely.
And then there's the question of what the hell are the San Diego Whales Vagina Chargers who, for some reason, rent somebody else's stadium in Los Angeles?
Fucking donkey.
Because my guy deserves to get paid. Mommy needs new Gucci boots. Anyway, Justin Herbert is just chilling, waiting for a contract extension that still has not been paid.
The ink isn't dry yet.
And I'll just keep saying, and every time one of these comes up, I'm just going to use one guy's name that should hurt deep in your heart. And his name is Gordon Hayward. Because every time you allow somebody to go out and see just how attractive they really are, you're asking for trouble, dude. And this is a cat who, when you want to talk, you want to be aroused, go look at Justin Herbert's statistics. Yeah, he completes 68% of his passes for his career. Last year, he had a down year. He only threw for 4,700 yards.
I'm a fucking unit.
25 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Like, do you guys understand? This guy had 228 passing first downs last year.
I'm going to say this again.
And that's a down year.
I want you to listen to me.
228 first downs thrown last year.
Yeah.
Like, by any stretch, he's a top 10 MVP guy. He is, I think, him and Smoke and Joe are the two best young QBs in the league.
Of course.
He has not been a problem.
Joseph Lee Burrow.
Like, what are we doing? Why have we not extended Justin Herbert yet? Because I don't understand it.
Because they're going to put it off as long as they can, right? He's got one more year left on his rookie deal.
But they've been trying to get it done, and they clearly are trying to lower his balls. Like, they're lowballing this dude.
Uh-huh.
They're trying to get him to take either less years or less money. And if I'm Justin Herbert, the absolute original sex machine, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a penny less because he's the franchise. You've got like a 3-foot-tall running back. All your wide receivers are hurt all the time. Like, the guy plays through cracked ribs and a bum shoulder. Torn labrum in his shoulder. He didn't complain or miss a game. And this is the guy, this is the guy that you're trying to squeeze. You know, this isn't the guy you try to squeeze. This is a guy you pay.
Yeah.
You could pay him $5 billion and people will be like, all right, cool, dude. Hey, congratulations on getting him under contract. Like, nobody cares how much you pay him.
Yeah.
But why haven't you paid him?
Because you're cheap.
I've been a rich man and I have been a poor man.
And you have screwed many players multiple times. Because you are and forever and ever, you're the San Diego Chargers.
Yes.
That's who you are, dude.
Yes.
I don't care if you play in LA and rent the Rams house. Like, I don't care. You're the San Diego Chargers, and you don't want to pay your quarterbacks.
Facts.
This is...
And then you're going to bitch about not winning.
This is Dan Fouts, but better. And you don't want to pay this guy. He completely made everybody forget about the Ryan Leaf experiment.
That's right, T.
He completely made everybody forget about how shitty you were to Drew Brees. Right? He made you forget about all the bad quarterback stuff you've done. Oh, and you've done bad things to quarterbacks. Bad things. But Justin Herbert's just come in, and on his career, he completes 67% of his passes.
But you're forgetting about Phil Rivers, dude. Come on.
Who finished his career in Indianapolis. He's thrown for 14,000 yards in 3 seasons.
Yeah, dude. I thought you said in 3 seasons.
Like, do you...
Yeah.
And this is what we do. The Rookie of the Year.
You are bad at footballing.
The Pro Bowler, the top 10 MVP guy.
Who would probably already be an MVP in a better organization.
And I would just simply remind you, I would simply remind you that Homie Cat started 17 games last year. All 17 of them. And I'd also remind you that he's playing with Austin Eckler and that he is playing, with flipping Josh Palmer and Keenan Allen and Gerald Everett.
But still put up 4,700 yards, I think you said.
He's not playing with Travis Kelce or, Tyreek Hill. He's not playing with the best wide receiver. He clearly doesn't have the best offensive line. No, he doesn't. But he's got Dicker the kicker.
Dicker the kicker.
Right? And you went through 3 kickers last year.
Well, but he's playing with Devontae, isn't he?
No.
Oh, that's right.
No, but Justin Herbert played 17 games.
That's
but
right.
I mean, who are we? Who are we? To remember that your number one player, Austin Eckler, you almost let him go. And,
But wait, he's got T. Higgins or Jamar Chase, right?
No. You guys, but they went out and got Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh.
No, he plays for the Ravens now. You don't have, do you guys understand that you do not have top wide receiver talent?
Wait, so he plays with McCole Hardman or Alan Lazard, right? Or Randall Cobb?
Nope. And I would remind you, there was one guy who led this team last year from the quarterback position, and it was Justin Herbert. You don't want to pay him. And the other guy who played 17 games was Austin Eckler, and you didn't want to pay him either.
Huh.
It's going to end poorly.
Yep.
You know it. I know it.
He deserves better.
You know it. It just is what it is. Tom says Herbert will get his bag. Keenan Allen is legit when he plays.
Yeah, him and Street Clothes have a lot in common, don't
Keenan
they?
Allen played 10 games. And again, as a Justin Herbert obsessive, compulsive stalker, of course I understand Keenan Allen's value. How many times am I going to say he played 10 games last year? The year before, 2021, played 16 games, 1,138 yards. Career year for Justin Herbert. Career year.
I wonder how that works.
Year before that, he played 13 games. When he plays, he's great.
Put gas in the Ferrari, bro.
Go and get there.
Oh.
You had opportunities.
And I'm not even a Chargers fan. I just feel bad for Buddy. I honestly want them to. I want Justin Herbert to not accept it and go out and get it.
I feel bad.
Go to another organization.
For Buddy.
I do.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, and by the way, I know you went and got Quentin Johnston.
Ooh.
Who I don't think is an NFL starter. But we'll see. I know. Mike Williams, pretty good as well. Doesn't play. God. So let me ask you guys. If Mike Williams was your guy, I mean, you would be excited, right? If Mike Williams was your... Oh, Mike Williams. Mike Williams played 13 games last year. 93 targets, 63 catches. Right? Catch percentage, 67%. 13 games. Missed 4 games last year. You need like legitimate wide receivers. You need legitimate running backs.
Well, why would you do that when you can just profit the whole time?
I'm telling you guys, I'm not trying to be a jerk about it. But if you look at that team was built on Justin Herbert and Austin Eckler last year. That's it.
In God's name, image, and likeness.
That's it. Josh Palmer.
Praying, dude.
And Josh Palmer had a decent, but not a starter. He proved he's not a starter.
Dude, dude
he's
needs
not a
another
starter.
Organization. Dude needs to be in an organization and get paid.
Riley, I don't get it, dude. Explain it at some point. Like that or stop putting by the way in there. Nobody knows what that means. Boyd Lake, I like watching Mac and KVN on defense. Yeah, Calvin Oy can still play.
Yeah, dude.
I'm never going to complain about their defense. I mean, their defense.
But that's why it's such a travesty. Because you have a defense. Not everybody has one.
Yeah, their and if Derwin James could stay healthy, that would also help a lot. But if you look at their defense is good, dude. Like, I like it a lot. Khalil Mack leaves the Bears, and what do you know? Magically, he's healthy. 8 sacks. So, that's great.
Imagine only having to sack the quarterback 8 to 10 times to be like elite.
Drew Tranquil. Derwin James is a stud. He just can never stay healthy. Yeah. He can never stay healthy. Let's see. Cougar Tracks. Late to the party. Did I miss anything? Nothing.
Not really.
Nothing.
Not really.
Mike Maple says Williams isn't Dez Bryant, but he'll do. How did Dez Bryant never catch back on? Was he only Dallas good?
Yeah.
I think he was probably only Dallas good.
Yeah.
The only Dallas good. C. Kaufman, he puts that in the chat every time Monty says, by the way. Oh, is that what that is? Okay. Why spell it like W-H-E-Y?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And why is that funny?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand it. I don't get it. Boyd Lake, I heard Brett Yormark was going to extend offers to UConn and San Diego State if Colorado and Arizona don't pull the trigger. He might.
It could be.
He might. Will we have an answer by Big 12 Football Media Days? Because we're going to be there. It's going to be amazing. Big 12 Football Media Day, July 12th and 13th, presented by BladeHQ.com. Go check them out. Outdoor gear, every kind of blade you can imagine. Knives, pocket knives, personal protection devices. Love it.
Quality product, man.
Yeah. Local company in Utah. Good people. Love talking to them. It's been great to meet them. BladeHQ.com. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. I don't know if we'll have answers, closure, expansion by July 12th and 13th. I do know that we are going to play the Dallas Cowboys golf course.
Yes.
Do you guys know this? In Boyd Lake, I think you're in Texas. Well, I know you're in Texas. For all of our Texas contingent. Texas. You guys understand that the Dallas Cowboys have their own golf club. It is $244 per player.
How is that even possible?
All your food and drink is included. All of your range and warm-up time is included. Your cart is included. Do you travel your clubs or do you rent them?
That is the question.
Because you get a full bag from the Dallas Cowboys Golf Club for $108. Every club, a premium, and the lady on the phone stressed. And you get a glove, and it's a premium leather glove.
Guys.
I was like, oh, it's a premium leather glove. Well.
Hey, so real quick, when you rent the clubs, by the way, you get a premium leather glove.
Yeah. You get a premium leather glove. And you get 2 sleeves of golf balls.
That I'll promptly lose in like 3 holes.
So if it's $244 you're looking at $352 plus tax per person. Worth it? Not worth it?
Worth it once. Worth it once.
It's the Dallas Cowboys. And how often do we get to go to Dallas? Not nearly enough. We love all of you guys in Dallas. I know we have a ton of listeners in Dallas. But let's call it $360. What is that times 2? 720?
Dude, bro, like,
is $720 for a late afternoon round of golf worth it?
that is
That's a lot of bread, dude. That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
Please donate. Is it worth it to go to the Dallas Cowboys exclusive golf club? Now, the dinner is supposedly worth it. The dinner is supposedly worth it because the food there is supposed to be amazing. They have a great display, like all of their Lombardi trophies that other owners won are on display there. And Jera's got trophies too. We get it.
Please.
But the point is it worth it? And everybody that left reviews say they always run into Dallas Cowboy players there.
I'm
Because
sure
apparently
they do.
the Cowboys play there a lot.
Yeah.
It is a tax deduction. That doesn't change the fact there's $720 per person.
Yeah.
For us, it's $360, $720 total.
I've been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time.
I think you have to do it.
Just once.
I think you
Just
have to
one
do
time.
it. Yes,
One
Mike
time.
Smith. See, Mike makes a great point. Done. Premium leather gloves are better than budget latex gloves.
You are not wrong, sir. You are not wrong.